Return missionaries, you have a skill that sets you apart from millions of people. Those specific skills make you worth thousands and thousands of dollars. Now, you may not believe it, but there are companies out there that are willing to pay you top dollar for the skills that you have right now. You see, the most important thing that you have is not where you go to school or where you live, but the skills that you gained while serving a mission. You are willing to give up 2 years of your life to sweat, walk, and even run to share your belief. In that process, you learned what made an effective and not so effective missionary. You learned to be bold, to speak up, to look people in the eye, to talk to everyone, to relate to your neighbors, pedestrians, people on the bus, everyone. Some of you even learned another language to preach. All missionaries everywhere had to experience heartache, tears, trial and error to become an effective missionary. All of the obstacles you experienced taught you lessons. Those lessons changed and molded you to become a better individual. In that process of change, you gained a very valuable set of skills. Skills that will set you apart from so many other individuals in the work field. I'm talking about honesty, integrity, the ability to communicate effectively, to teach, to lead, to become a light to others, to work hard and to never give up no matter the amount of rejection that comes your way. There are thousands of companies out there that would pay ridiculous amounts of money to have someone like you working for them. And yet, missionary after missionary comes home and settles for less. They don't know where to work or how to pay for school, and so they take the first minimum wage job that comes their way. I'm talking about extraordinary missionaries with extraordinary skill sets that sell themselves hundreds of thousands of dollars short simply because they don't know that there are thousands of companies out there that are willing to pay ridiculous amounts of money to have a return missionary working for them. That's where we come in. MissionJobs is all about helping you get in front of the right companies. We specialize in finding a company where you have the potential to make over 20 grand in a summer with nothing but the skill set you already possess as a return missionary. The majority of the return missionaries that we work with do this during the summer so they can avoid taking out student loans while they're going to school. Our highest paid job candidates work in sales. They applied the skills they learned on the mission, and the results these return missionaries get sometimes even shock us at MissionJobs. The work, much like the mission, is challenging, but also like the mission, it is very rewarding. Now, my name is Landon, and several years ago, I was just like you. I didn't even know that I had a skill set that companies wanted. All I knew is that when I got home from my mission, I was completely broke. I couldn't afford rent, and I definitely couldn't afford to go to school. I was grateful when I found a job that was willing to pay me a whopping $12 an hour. But with that kind of money, I didn't think I'd be moving out of my mom's basement anytime soon. Months after working my hourly job, I came into contact with a company that was ecstatic that I was a return missionary. And they even offered me a job on the spot. It was in door-to-door sales. I was very skeptical and apprehensive at first, but I took a risk and I decided to work for them. I quit my other job, and within 4 months of working my new gig, I made over $25,000. That was kind of exciting for me, but the cool thing is it didn't just work for me. I started introducing my other return missionary friends to these kinds of companies, and some of them made over 80 grand in their first 4 months of work, all by just applying the same skills they learned on the mission. I watched as return missionary after return missionary went from being broke and living in their mom's basement to living on their own and becoming self-reliant and having money to go to school and buy a car and graduating with absolutely no debt. MissionJobs helps you leverage the skill set you already have by connecting you with profitable companies, enabling you to further progress and obtain your life goals. Missionaries are all about growing and becoming better. And at MissionJobs, that's exactly what we plan on helping you to do. All you need to do is register online and sign up for a time that a member of our placement team can reach out to you. Within days, it's typical to have multiple companies reaching out to you and even offering you a position, all because of the skills you gained on your mission. Winston Churchill once said, "To each there comes in their lifetime a special moment when they are figuratively tapped on the shoulder and offered the chance to do a very special thing, unique to them and fitted to their talents. What a tragedy if that moment finds them unprepared or unqualified for that which could have been their finest hours." Coming home from a mission is a hard thing, but for some missionaries, it's their finest hours. Consider MissionJobs as your figurative tap on the shoulder. We are offering you a chance to accept a very special thing, unique to you and fitted to your talents that you already possess, just by being a return missionary. All we need is your name, email, and phone number to get started. Welcome home. Let's get to work.